Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel, She Weaves Wisdom. My name is Serena Nicole. I'm an intuitive guide and I drop in to share my read on the current energy. So I always set the intention that these readings are received by those that most need to receive it at this time. I have been picking up this message around repair. I keep seeing this word everywhere: repair, repair, repair. And when I'm kind of tuning into that and feeling into what the message or symbolism is around that, what I sense and what I receive is that we are in a time period of repair. Rest and repair. We are being given an opportunity to do some healing, and it feels restorative. It feels like recovery. It feels like coming back into a space of balance after. It's not imbalance, because I went to say that and they stopped me from saying that. What's the word that we're looking for? It's so that we can take the next leg. It's actually completion and rebirth, right? So after it's like we've caught a wave, we've caught a wave into shore. We've kind of paddled on our way back out, and we're sitting in waiting for the next wave. And so it's really important to spend this time in recovery mode, in repair mode. It's so that when we step onto the next wave, which is going to be quite substantial, it feels like it's going to be gaining, I'm hearing traction, momentum. It's important for us to be rested and actually reset for the next wave that we're going to take. I hope this is making sense. It's making sense to me. So I'm hoping it's making sense to whoever's listening to this. Okay, what message is it here? What would we need to know? What can I communicate clearly and effectively? So I think this is the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of Wands. How I'm reading this is what I was sort of tuning into before. It's this next wave, or the next flight of stairs that we're going to be climbing. We're currently at the base of these stairs. We've kind of just gone through one flight, and now we're just in equilibrium and in the middle. It's really important for us to take this time to actually rest and reset. It feels like I need to keep saying that, because the energy that we are going to be required to expel, generate, share, and embody in the next leg of our journey is going to be quite substantial. So we need to really fill up our reserves right now. We have medicine woman, medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. Protection. And then we have open. Say yes, expand through life's extremes, trust life. We're really moving into a time period of strengthening our intuition, really learning how to listen more closely and trust our own inner knowing, our own internal compass, our soul's navigation system. There is a message around, again, this period of time where we're kind of in the in-between. It's really important that we're also spending time repairing, because we're actually quite sensitive energetically. I've actually been finding, and I don't know if anyone else has been feeling this, but I feel like our psychic senses are really turned up at the moment. And what is happening is we're reading and interpreting energy at a faster and quicker rate. We're picking up and intuitive things on a much more expansive level. This means that we're actually going to be picking up on a lot more in the environments that we're attending, the people that we're surrounding ourselves with. And so grounding is really, really, really important. Really putting your feet on the ground and feeling the earth below. I've actually been feeling quite regularly when I'm spending time with others, this sense of being like off balance. And so I've been practicing putting my feet back on the earth and just really like connecting to the ground below me, because I'm feeling waves of energy move through me. It's really interesting. I can feel this part of me that is coming up in like questioning if people are actually understanding what I'm talking about. So I feel like there is a message around trusting yourself, trusting what you feel, what you're intuitively sensing, trusting your own voice, trusting your truth, really trusting self and soul at this time. Surrender. It's this time period of and I've shared this previously, of being, of surrendering, of opening, of rest and recovery, this repair energy of being in the in between, trusting the in between, resting as required, and allowing things to be released. It feels like we've gone through quite a substantial chapter in our life, in our journey, in our experience. And I can speak from my experience, and potentially you're moving through something similar, is a time of change and transition. And in that change and transition, I'm having to release a lot. I'm even having to release, it feels like, an aspect or identity that I've been sitting in for quite some time. And so I'm stepping into this new, the unknown, the unfamiliar. And it's bringing up this cocktail of emotions, and it's also like releasing all of it. So whatever is arising, trust that, honor it, feel it, release it. And really know that we are very protected. We are safe, all is well. As we take this, I'm hearing pilgrimage, interesting, because that's actually what I'm doing. But it may be something else for you, a soul pilgrimage in what your soul's currently moving through. So it may be relational, it may be career-wise, it may be internal, like your relationship to self, your thoughts, your beliefs. It may be journeying in terms of expression or parenthood, or whatever it is that your soul's specifically moving through. You're going on a pilgrimage, a soul pilgrimage. And in that pilgrimage, you're going to be exploring new aspects of your soul. And as a result, it's bringing in fresh energy in other areas of your life. Again, it's this, I feel like traction. I keep hearing traction and momentum. So it's so important to take this time, to be, to actually be, because it's a very important part of the process. We've got the devil. I just feel like this is signaling like moving away from worrisome thoughts and attachments and things that are expired. I'm hearing soul expired. Your soul is ready for expansion, for growth, for deeper knowledge and understanding. This really feels like stuff to do with self-limiting beliefs. It feels a lot to do with your relationship with, or our relationships with money. It's around relationships, right? I actually had this dream message come through yesterday morning around relationships and looking at more so it was like illuminating the way in which I relate to everything in my life, getting curious, starting to unpack my belief systems around relating to the world around me. We're in Venus retrograde. Again, I am not an astrologist. I just kind of, touch point here and there. However, I know that we're in this period of time where our relationships and relationship to the world around us is actually coming up for review. That's what I really feel like it's coming up. Again, it's this repairing our energetics, repairing our energy levels, and sitting in the question around our relationship to ourselves and the world around us, because we're moving towards this new elevation, climb, experience, soul pilgrimage. And on that journey, it's going to be us stepping into manifesting this energy, the energy of the sun, joy, vitality. It's just vibrant life force, empowerment. The sun energy is looking at how we can take more responsibility in our lives and be really honest with who we are, what we desire to experience in life, leadership. For now, though, it's around repairing, rest and repair, recover, rest and repair. What else? Interesting. I was like, didn't know, like I was like trying to figure out which option to take for the next card, and I got really caught up in that. This is going to be also why it's so important for us to take time out and be with ourselves. We're going to have choices to make. That's why it's important to repair, recover, and recharge, so that as we move forward, we are going to be required to listen more closely to our intuition, to make choices that feel much more soul aligned and integral to our soul. And then we have morning dew, a fresh start, a positive outlook, and clarity. So take some time in this in-between, really honor it, honor this part of the cycle, because we really are going to require our grounded, embodied leadership skills moving forward, a sense of empowered choice making and discernment, like really trusting our own intuition as we move forward. Looking at how we relate to the world around us and how we desire to relate to the world around us moving forward. For now, it's repair. It's repair mode. Balance, Father of Cups. Yeah. Movement, grace. This is kind of what came through in the other collective reading around being. It's just like finding our balance and being graceful in thoughts and actions. Yeah, this, when I'm really feeling into this energy, it also feels like that masculine energy of uh decisiveness. We're going to be moving into a period of time where decisions need to be made like this. Of course, there's non-reactivity, but rather it's coming to a really solid place internally of self-trust and belief and discernment, because opportunities are going to present themselves. There are going to be multiple choices to make, and that communication between self and soul needs to be strong. Yeah. Is there anything else that wants to come through? Like, can I offer any more insight, wisdom? Last message. Last message. Yeah, let me know how this lands, resonates. I feel like this will probably be the last reading I do. I'm about to head overseas. So I will just make that announcement. This will be the last time I tune in and do a collective reading until I'm on the other side. Leadership. Take charge with authority. Lord. And then we've got Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. There's this balance between masculine and feminine energies coming up. It's here now. It's kind of like coming into this, that's how I'm feeling it. It's like weaving into, it's integrating. That's sort of on a energetic level or underneath the surface. The current energy is this balancing of feminine and masculine energy. And as we move forward, as we step into this momentum and soul pilgrimage, there's going to be this balancing act of both, where we will need to call upon both energies within ourselves, our creative intuition, our deep feelings, our wisdom, together with our logic, our discernment, our decisiveness, our action. It's like merging the two to move forward into this soul pilgrimage and opening into the new, including relating to the world around us. That's like the big theme, is how both aspects and energies work through us in relationship to the external world and also internal world. That's where it starts, right? So it's like looking at our relationship with ourselves and both it's not aspects, more like energies from within. And it's really like a merging. That's what it feels like. It's merging. It's repairing. And that's where we're at. We're repairing from the inside out. Repairing from the inside out. So take that time and space for self. It's really important. Yeah. All right, my darlings. Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this community. And I'm really enjoying like growing this space and leaning into offering these reads. I will be traveling and in transit and having my own experience. It feels like it's going to be quite a personal journey, my own soul pilgrimage. So I won't be too much online. I want to be really present to myself and the journey ahead. So if this resonates, comment below. Otherwise, I will see you on the other side. It's going to be about a month of experiencing myself and life in different ways. All right, my darlings, take care, and I'll see you on the other side.